Holistic Humans, this is Keenan, and I just gotta talk about something that I just read that really just changed my life, and honestly, it changed my perspective and opened my eyes to a lot of things. So I was reading this book this morning, and it was talking about how we're one part of the greater whole of just in general, right? And I feel like that was a very powerful statement because I've heard it, like we've always heard, many of us, and let me know if you can relate. Like we've heard it's not just about you, um, being a part of something greater than yourself, things like that. Um, Teamwork makes the dream work kind of like comes into that. But I feel like when I read it in the book, as opposed to hearing it auditorily, something just clicked in my mind. And in addition to some of the other things that I was reading when it was talking about it, you know, you're you're a part of something bigger than yourself, and what you put in is what you get. So, and the book was stressing the importance of thought. So, if you're a part of something bigger than yourself, in my opinion, and your thoughts correlate to what's going to happen in the future for you, if you think you're going to be happy and if you feel happy and if you actually, you know, feel a certain way that allows you to recognize that you're a part of something that is greater than yourself. So people that are all in the thought that, we're happy and we're living this abundant lifestyle, they have to get to that thought so that they can attract other people and other situations that are aligned with that. And to me, that was just like, wow. So it's like, if I want to live the type of life that I want to live, that means that I have to be in line and in the correct like vibration and thought pattern that is a part of that greater whole. And there's plenty of people that are part of that greater whole. And I just didn't know that. And I mean, we have to see like, you know, what happens now that I kind of like realized that after reading that quote. Um, and then also just the you get in what you put in. Also is like in the Bible when it talks about you reap what you sow. I feel like, you know, getting in what you put in is a very, I'm not gonna say like the statement the statement itself is actually something that I feel like is easier said than done, um, for many people, including myself. So, you can keep on doing something, and then the challenge is to keep on going. Like when you don't see the results immediately, or even if like you've been staying down with whatever you've been doing, like, and you still don't see the results that you think you deserve and you know you should be getting. And it's just like what I come to realize is every time, like generally, like many or just many times you're on the brink of that breakthrough. It's just like the strongest desire to quit, or like even if you like or give up, because even if you give up in that moment, it's like generally if you put in enough body of work, then you're gonna get naturally lifted up, which is something interesting to me. And I just want to know like if you guys can relate to that. So comment below and let me know if you can relate to that. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, and one of the challenges that I've had, like, is just to keep on going. Like, because I mean, it's like like keeping the sustained rate of output is a challenge. Like, and it's just about getting into that mindset, I feel like, of, you know, understanding that it's a challenge and then keep on going. And I mean, just keep on putting one step in front of the other. Like, and I mean, it's challenging, man. It's challenging, especially like because I've realized like some of the tasks that I want and some of the goals that I have are just like, I'm not gonna say they're astronomical, but they're definitely, you know, they're pretty large, but not like, you know, nothing I can't handle. But it's just like there's a certain amount of work that needs to be put in, and thought pattern, and figuring out how to change my thought pattern is something that I've been working on. So, you know, reading some of these books to give me a holistic perspective, like getting my mind right, my body right, and working on my spiritual aspect. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's what like the holistic perspective is about. You know, I don't claim to be a healer. I know like oftentimes when you hear holistic, like you think of holistic healing. I'm just really looking at things as a part of the greater whole, like all the aspects of humanity that we have to offer, like not just focusing on one aspect of yourself, like you just locked into one thing, like trying to be a master of one thing. And that's definitely, you know, it's definitely, I feel like that's an element of, it depends, man. Sometimes I mean it could be considered like an element of vanity, but then also like it's just like, I mean, if you master something, then that's phenomenal. But you know, I mean, I want to master something, so I mean, like I just got to figure out what I'm supposed to master. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just like it's just all of these things, like it's just a lot of thought that, and I really like this book because it's opened my mind to like a lot of perspectives and things that like I feel like I kind of have heard and I've known, but I haven't applied it. And I'm still working on applying some of the things in this book to my life. But you know, just reading. I can't stress the importance of reading to people like enough, because I feel like there's certain things that like are written in books, and then the way that you can take in that information is different from like auditory or visual. And let me know if you can relate to that below in the comments. But this other quote that I did read, and it was talking about like, um, you know, basically how oftentimes like we can get something and then it not be what we really want or what we expected. And we've all been there. And I feel like, you know, it kind of makes like, it made me question a little bit like my actual goals. Like, and it made me sit back and reflect like on what I was working towards and like why I wanted it. And, you know, then like I read this quote, and then when this quote said, increase in me the wisdom that which discovers my truest interests, strengthen my resolution to perform that which wisdom dictates. Franklin. And so, um, I'm not sure like if you guys have read the Bible, but if you've read the Bible, Solomon like prayed for wisdom. So I feel like that takes the quote deeper, you know, into that aspect of wisdom and being able to connect with yourself and connecting with, you know, the Most High that created us. Um, you know, getting that wisdom that will discover your truest interests. Because I mean, like, we think that we want certain things, like, but you know, is it really what we want? Like, or is it just like what we've seen like someone else get? I mean, so I mean, and then the thing is too is like I feel like that clear, like that element of like clear thought is key to be able to move forward. And it's just like, you know, figuring out what you want is a challenge. But that is something that I'm definitely, you know, gonna go and reflect on as well. Um, you know, I just really feel like like some of these things that I'm reading in this book is just like, damn, like, you know, because that's a real like that's a real quote, like that's a real quote that makes you think about self-improvement in like a completely different way. I feel like that quote really just changed my perspective on so much stuff. And like just really after I read that, you know, like I said, it really made me think about just like what I really want. And you know, some of the thought patterns and behavior that I've been having, I feel like it's gotten better, but at the same time, it's always that element of improvement. And it's just like, you know, but I guess the main thing for me is like figuring out how, like, or why I really want it. Like, you know, like, and that's just, and it's just, dude, it's just mind boggling to me. I feel like the main thing is, I feel like I just been working on trying to get like my my thought patterns right, because like I feel like sometimes I could be all over the place. And this is another important thing that I read in this other book, but this was an auditory book, it was an audible book. It was you know, what they said was this father was getting upset at his son for, you know, not delivering like he expected him to. But what the father had to come to realize was that he um he couldn't measure his son by his own stick. And I feel like when I've been teaching certain people certain things or communicating with people certain things, um, it's important, like, because I feel like I kind of measure them by my stick and, like, in terms of, like, knowledge and in terms of things that I know. So I just been, like, you know, searching for that, like, ability to be able to take it step by step with somebody and give them the value that they need so that I could be an effective leader and teacher to them, you know? Um, you know, and that just goes back to being a part of something greater than yourself. Like, it's just like, if, like, you know, connecting to that source and connecting to that level of that wisdom and that power, that infinite source is something that's greater than yourself and something that, like, is just, it's just beyond, like, the, like, it's just crazy, man. I'm just realizing it just makes me happy, but it's like, damn, like, you know? So, but with that being said, man, you know, I just feel like this quote could really help you change your life, um, because it'll just give you a different perspective on things. And my goal with this channel is to be able to just be a, give like a refreshing perspective on things that are going on, like from the perspective of a young black man, and just like on this journey to learn more and just grow and get the human experience, to understand my truest desires and my truest interests, and then be able to achieve them. Um, so, but yeah, and I also I feel like one of the great things about this channel is that, like I'm able to show you guys like different aspects of being holistic, you know. So I haven't shown you guys yet like the types of music that I make. I mean, if you look at my channel, like you can see like the music I put out, like in the albums that I put out, but I haven't actually like shown you the creative process or like, you know, showing you my studio yet. So it's like, you know, stuff like that I want you guys to be looking forward to and tap into. Um, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys for showing me love on the most recent video. Um, you guys want to see me like talk on the camera more, show my face a little more, so I'll do that. You know, I don't have a problem with it. But what I do want you guys to do is work out with me. Work out with me. Okay? If you're a holistic human, I need you to work out with me. Okay? You're looking at my shorts, so I need you to go to my page, subscribe to my channel, like my workout video, and work out with me and stop playing. Shit. But yeah, man. All right, so I'm gonna read this quote one more time, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Increase in me that wisdom which discovers my truest interests. Strengthen my resolution to perform that which wisdom dictates. And then also just to reinforce to you guys that you're a part of something greater than yourself. So whatever thought, whether that's negative or great, like positive, if you stay in that thought pattern and that vibration, then you're going to be a part of that greater whole than yourself. So there's a negative greater whole than yourself, and there's a positive greater whole than yourself, and there's a limbo greater whole than yourself. So identifying where you're at and you know, shifting that perspective, taking that pivot to get to that positive, you know, thought pattern is something that we all need to work on, and that's something that I'm working on as well. So I challenge you guys to just keep on going. Y'all challenge me in the comments below, man. You know, let me know, like, if you have any strategies on how to keep going, any podcast recommendations, any book recommendations, let me know. And then also join the Discord below. It's gonna be, the link is in my bio or the description. So we can just create a community of holistic humans, man. Like, I mean, I think it'll be cool, like, if we could all just, like, you know, get together and then, like, go on a trip or something like that. Like, we get together, like, we play basketball, like, and the goal for my Discord is, like, you know, just having us be in a community, a thriving community. And when you get in my Discord community, you'll see what I'm talking about. So click the link in my Discord and join the community, okay? And I also want to say, like, that's why I changed my name on this channel, because I feel like it was just my name, like Keenan, it was just my name, but I feel like holistic human is someone that connects with everybody, and everybody can be a holistic human. And that's the beauty of this channel, because when we come together in this holistic human community, we get this holistic perspective. We realize that we have different interests, and we realize that, you know, this is what we're meant to be doing, like living this human experience to the best way possible and for the greatest good, and having fun. And you know, that's just what I'm into, man. And that's what you're into too, because you're watching this video. And if you're just thinking about getting into it, like, you know, join this journey with me and with us, and let's get it, okay? And you guys let me know what else you want me to see, or what else you want me to see. Shoot, what else you want me to see, and then what else you guys want to see from me. So that just makes it easier for me and easier for you. So yeah, all right, man. Y'all have a great new year. Let's get it. Great things to come for this new year, man. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the time and show love to your friends and family. Peace.